What did you say to Anglo when you heard that they want to move out, hand over to Wits and move to Rosebank?
So actually, it was another guy at the forum that actually said, no, Anglo have to fix the city of Joburg. So I took energy from that individual and I said, well, Nandos, our headquarters are in a place called Lawrenceville, which is in Bertram's. And we had an opportunity to close that down because that was our original factory. And we moved that factory to Midrand. So we had an opportunity to actually move out and move to Rosebank or move to Sandton or move to the leafy suburbs. Bertram's is not, and Troyville is not a leafy suburb, okay, by any stretch of the imagination. It is a developmental suburb, okay. And so we decided but I just felt that the Nandos brand was so entwined and embedded in the street that a minute we moved out of there and we moved to Sandton, we'd just become another brand on another door, and it would be like we would lose our soul. And our soul of the brand is deeply embedded in the communities that we operate in. I said, we are staying where we're staying. And as a result of us staying where we stayed, another development was built next to us called Victoria Yards, which is all around community and sustainability and young entrepreneurship and building the best young entrepreneurs in the world. So again, coming back to the Constitution, one of the other things
I want to know, I just want to do this because we're not going to go back there. How many restaurants do you have in the world now?
We've got 1,200.
1,200 restaurants across the world.
In 23 countries.
But they represent our region. They are
Yes.
southern. And actually, Robbie calls them cultural hubs of South Africa. Because you could actually go to a Nando's, Southern Africa. We've got a Mozambican here, so I don't want to just say
Don't get me distracted now.
Southern Africa. That you actually are using your brand to represent Southern Africa, our art, our furniture, plus your chicken. It might as well be consulates.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, again, I mean, there's a lot we can chat about, but the essence of, for me, the essence of change has got to come from the inside out. Okay, change has got to come from the inside out. Change can't come from the outside in. So change has got to come from. There's no point in when people talk about social development or they talk about CSI and Nedbank do this really well, by the way, where if you embed it into your actual brand and you embed it into what you do, it doesn't feel like you're doing CSI. So nothing worse than having a check written and you write a check to something and then every year you got to rewrite the check plus 10%. Okay, and it doesn't feel like you're really having an impact on the people. What we've done at Nando's, and I didn't do it, I just helped implement it as the CEO at the time, was our art project, our design project. We're going to now be doing music, and we've included Mozambique into all of this that we're doing. Where in our art project, just as an example, we use art around the world. All our restaurants around the world use Southern African art on the walls. And so, and we have a curator that curates that collection. We call her the One Eye. And we have another curator that does all our light fittings and all our kind of stunning pieces in all our restaurants. And I was in Australia last week with Tabiso and George. Tabiso was our very first winner of the Nando's Young Hot Designer competition. She developed a range of, they called the tutu, the ballerina lights.
Yeah, those lanterns.
And she was telling me, I had dinner with her in Melbourne last Saturday night. She told me she's just now done a collaboration with Dolce & Gabbana in Milan. Okay? How is
Imagine
that? Okay? Now, she joined as a young designer and now collaborating with Dolce & Gabbana. It makes my heart like soar. Okay? Because the potential is endless. Okay? Back to the Constitution, we need to take our rightful place in the world of nations. We've lost our rightful place in the world of nations as South Africans because what's happened in the last 10 years, it's been corruption. We've lost our dignity. When you think of the people that were running the business that didn't look after the social services of this country, never looked after the people, okay, didn't care for the people. And so we lost our kind of North Star. Madiba was that where we gained that kind of respect in the world. And then all of a sudden, through ourselves and through Wits this GIBS never really lost it, I think. This, to a certain extent, lost it, and they're starting to regain it.
Yeah.
Where you take your place in the world of South Africans, but from South Africa to the world, not expats that have emigrated, okay, and are doing brilliant work around the world, but from here. Okay, we need to bring the world back to South Africa. And what I'm saying is that Africa, now's your time.
Yes.
10, 12 years, and I spoke to Tabiso about this. I said, 10 or 12 years ago, we all said, World Cup soccer, South Africa, it's our time. You have to have gone through a bit of pain. You have to walk a sand road to understand what a tar road is.
Yes.
Okay? You have to understand that. And as South Africans, we are ready now.